Okay. Stream setting up. Okay, this is an actual scheduled stream that I ended up doing. It's the first scheduled stream I actually got off. I mean, granted, it's about 2 minutes later. Or before I'm gonna get copyrighted hard by Lenny Kravitz there if I didn't quickly abandon that. Starting movie. Now I just try and set the camera up perfectly, get it as good as I can. So, this is gonna be time trials. It's funny because I'm streaming at the same time another streamer is doing GT3, but I'm kind of just doing GT3. Oh, no. The music's actually off, so it'll just be like an Evo going around the racetrack, and there won't be any Lenny Kravitz. It's funny. These little cutscenes don't get any music if you turn the music off. But I just turned the actual soundtrack off. The music is still kept on because, well, I like to hear the little endings of tune. This is my garage. None of these cars are being used right now. I'm going to be using cars that aren't mine. Because it's time for arcade mode. Where one of my favorite songs would play, but it's not allowed to. Time trial, regulation time trials. Got to be at 125.553. That will be the time I have to set, but that's not right now. I'm just going to leave that out there. I'll be back in a minute.
You did. Run the console over here.
be a good employee. I'll get you right away, sir. I missed it the first 7 times you told me, but I'll get you right now. Please don't fire me. Well, the jelly stool spilled over in aisle 4 there, Brandon. So why don't you concentrate on that one first?
What? Do not like the strawberry on my couch. Stop it. Couch is not your wiping station. You just take time. You just did it again. I'm not kidding. Okay, no more eating on the couch. Hey, you got one more chance. I catch you wiping your fingers on the couch again. You're not gonna get to eat on the couch. You get it? You understand? Yeah. No, it looks taller.
Yeah. All right, it's night.
Reflection. Like you don't have a home. Like you just fix it. I told you couldn't keep it all day. I told it's part of the house. I let you have it. I let you play with it. I even let it longer. I didn't get it. I said, I did not tell you that. I'm gonna put that in the house. Put that together. Oh, yeah. Well, I told him that. Hey, don't be a turd. Charlie, stop it. Okay, well, your face did not look like a turd. Your face looked clean. Well, that's the face you have going on, man. Look at me. Look at me. Another man. That's not what I would get. Look at it. And then look at it, and then think about it. What pillow is that? That is the pillow. But I'm saying, what, I mean, what do you know about that pillow? It has a pillow inside. Okay, you're running down inside. So you know, it's we're losing. Well, this is what, see, this is what you told me not to do. That's a little bit. I wouldn't notice. I wouldn't notice a bit. I gotta be thorough all the way around. My phone's gonna have zipper thing.
Bye, Charlie.
Stop it. Not gonna be something. Okay. I'll play it. Matter of fact, you might want to grab it for a bit. Why not? Brian. Brian. Grab the. Whether or not you want to do it. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Beastly Row or James, are you still here? I apologize for this whole silence and absence thing. I am here now. I was quite a bit late. The stream started, and I have already left. I had to take quite a decently long break to help out around the house because that is one of my many jobs in the house. Help out. If you're not here anymore, well, I apologize for that. And I can't ask you to come back because you're not here. Uh-oh. I'll just come in the chat and make sure you hear me. You liked it. You liked the stream. I'll move the screen around to let you know that I am here now. I had an issue. I resolved the problem and will now open up my chat. That will start going. So I'm already behind. All I can do is just apologize for being behind. And then just get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with the way the world works. I'll try to get out of that account because that account was only to make sure that I wasn't being blocked out of stream yesterday. Just switch into my own self. Perfect. Now I can go to my own home and view my stream. Time Attacks on Gran Turismo 3. Well, glad to see that you didn't leave, that you're okay with it. Jesus Christ, that's loud. I did not expect this to be so loud. It's funny, I'm playing Gran Turismo 3 and streaming it, and then you just start out of nowhere playing Gran Turismo 3 and streaming it. Obviously, you haven't got to the time trial section yet, so... Oh, and I do play in automatic because I would play in manual if I had a remote, but I have a wheel and the shifter button's in a really, let's just say it's in a very inconvenient place, so I can't use manual gearing. I'm pretty good at these. I've done most of them, I think. I like how they do AIDS. I don't know what that's going to do for me in the long run. Well, that was terrible. What an embarrassment. Okay. Just needed to get that out of my system. I think I've set it 125 something. I think I have to. I'm pretty sure that the people who set these times, they've got names in them. It's not gold, silver, bronze. These could be people who actually work for Polyphony Digital at the time. Always wondered that. I probably could have looked it up on the internet, but I didn't. Yeah, YouTube is going a bit nuts. I feel like quarantine's getting to YouTube now. This quarantine craziness has even gotten to the likes of YouTube, unless they've just decided to go mad to make interesting things happen. Gran Turismo 3 has a few interesting car sounds. I like the, I don't know if I like this sound. It's almost like a hybrid between like a Honda Civic Type R and a Honda NSX Type R. You really get it in that low bit. It really sounds like the Civic and Integra Type R's, but it has like a more deeper tone to it. It's rather confusing. Man, 125. I think I'm gonna be able to do that. I think that's a victory. I had to unlock Loogie, so did Loogie get blocked? Oh, so Loogie might have been in the stream yesterday, but Loogie wasn't. Thankfully, I think I noticed. I'm like, wait a minute. I said hi, and I haven't been said. No one said hi back. Something's wrong. So I came on my other account, which is not my main. It's just I don't know why I even have it at this point. And I said, hey, I'm invisible. Someone's doing it. Don't know what it is. I put Bo because that's just an abbreviation, and I've won. It's almost a whole second quicker than T Izumi, and there's N Ishibashi. I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of these people are. I probably could look them up on the internet and say, oh, this is a Plotly digital editor. So I've completed that one pretty easily. So now I gotta do try mounting an MX-5. This was the first car I ever got in this game, at least for the save that I'm on currently, because I completed B and A licenses all gold, and then didn't care afterwards. I always remember this one being a bit tough. I also remember the Miata S license here, also being a bit tough because the car just barely accelerates. This one's not too much better, it's only got 160 horsepower. All I know is the turn was something in the 148s. I can sort of decide when to shift here in this game because there's an interesting thing. If you hold the shift button while on automatic transmission, it holds the gear until you let go of that button. As you'll see here, I'm holding the shift button, holds the gear in place for me. It's interesting. I always thought it was, at least. I always had an interesting rule for Trial Mountain. There's a turn right there, but I don't know, for time trials, I just ride this wall here because it's conveniently placed. I mean, I might as well have. I mean, I know some people are like, oh, it's cheating. But, whatever. It's how I decided to do it, so if you don't like the way that that's done, then don't do it that way yourself. I just find it makes the racing on the time trial a bit easier. Now they don't have to worry about doing that section. I don't think that this is going to be the first place time, sadly, because, well, it's like a 148 and it's already 140 and I'm nowhere near the straight. That was terrible. God, it's so easy to mess this run up. You gotta get like absolutely perfect, I think. Like this section, you literally gotta like work it to lose as little speed as you can. That's a bit of an annoying. You pretty much gotta get the lines perfect so that you're holding the right speeds through the sections. Perfection. Okay, this is getting a bit easier now. Thankfully, you don't have to brake in this corner like you do in the Skyline GTR for the B8 test, even though it tells you shouldn't have to. And hold third gear, hold my gears here. I just shifted just in case I bounce off of a rev limiter, and that would really suck because I don't want to be bouncing off of rev limiters. Here, jeez, this Miata has really bad gearing. It doesn't even an automatic gearing. Shift at 60. It's shifted like 57, but it can go past 60. Puts me out as an early shifting car. I like how automatics aren't any slower in this game, or else that would suck, because I have a wheel that makes it impossible to shift. I'm like really struggling to hit that hold gear button. Game doesn't want to make life easy on me, and this wheel sometimes just cuts out. It completely just stops working. I have to get it working again, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen at all today. It hasn't happened in a while, actually. Oh, is this it? Oh, is that good? Ah! Second place. What is the first place time? How did I not win that? This is about one of the harder ones. It's a 147.968. I've gotta do 147.967 then. I've got this ghost here tonight. Nice little ghost here to help me find out where I am, because I don't have the time to hit the button to disable him right now. Actually, I do have time to hit that button. Go away. Okay, the ghost is no longer here. I hit the select button, which is how you get rid of ghosts in Gran Turismo 3, unlike hitting the up on the D-pad, which is how you get rid of the ghosts in GT4. Well, I was pretty fast through there, but I'm still slower. I'm gonna have to somehow be faster, but thankfully I have a little marker telling me how much slower or quicker I am. I need to be about 0.200 seconds quicker. 0.02 of a second faster. A whole half second quicker now? You're kidding me, right? I couldn't have just done that last time. Why couldn't have I just done that last time? Perfection. I think I'm gonna get first this time. I already know that there's a prize card for doing all these. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's watching the stream, but I'm afraid I'm probably not going to use it. Actually, there's 3 people here. It's an Esperante GTR one. There. It's an Esperante. It's a Panos. The Panos, or whatever you call it. It's worth 500,000 credits. I'm probably going to sell it to get the 500,000 credits, because I don't really like the car. I think it's a bit ugly, to be honest. Oh, perfection. 0.843 seconds quicker. That's first. Gold. Oh, thank you. It's Bobo now for the top spots, I think. Yep. No, it's Bo Jacob Abashi. I forgot about the second guy. I didn't set 2 first place lap times. I set first or third. First and a third. Like how if you're the stream owner, it doesn't give you the option of live and top chat. You just get chat. You do get the option, but I'm just straight up and... Yeah, I can pronounce it however I'd like. And I think anybody can pronounce it like Panos. Wait, what's the time for this? 2:02.270. Okay. Pinos. I don't know why Pinos, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. No, it doesn't. I'm honestly gonna say I'm pretty sure in saying that these time trials for some reason are easier than the S license tests. But the price of the S license test isn't, well, technically as good as the price for this. I like the noise the Honda S2000 makes in this game. It's very nice. Keep on going, S2000. I like how it reminds you which transmission you're in. This game. It has like this AT or MT at the bottom of the screen. That was a bit slow, but I think I'll still be fine. The one thing I liked about the Miata price card from the B license test is the color it comes in. Mirror blue. I remember I used to buy the slower MX-5 from the dealership because it had better color choices. I just like the mirror blue over the reds, the silvers. Even though I could have gotten the newer MX-5 in black, which would have suited me just perfectly. But I just like blue. I think blue is one of my favorite colors. Blue, black, and orange is cool. I like orange if it's out there. Orange isn't one of those colors that's like, oh, well, I'm one of those colors that everybody knows. Orange is always associated with cool things like Lamborghinis. Blue and black can be associated with literally anything. You don't see many orange Toyota Camrys on the road, do you? I don't. I don't think I've ever seen an orange Toyota Camry. You don't really see orange cars too much because they're usually more expensive, flamboyant, fast cars painted in orange. So I've got to be 2 minutes to. I've got over 10 seconds to make it to the finish line. Well, when I start talking, I did. Oh yeah, I got gold. That was pretty easy. First try that one. Ha! Shame is only one. I mean, when you were younger, and I don't know when that animated series came out. It's probably late 80s or early 90s. It's when all of those series came out. Because Tails was orange when I was yellow. I also don't like how the game makes you go back to hit time trial instead of just bring you back to this screen. Oh, don't tell me I remember this one being a tough test, this Skyline GTR. I don't remember it being exactly easy, to say the least. I didn't even check. I was 125 something. I like the noise the Skyline GTR makes in most Gran Turismo games. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really change from Gran Turismo 3 to 4 or 5, even 6. I like how this is 4-wheel drive yet still, with 8, it wants to spin. I feel like this isn't going to be it. I feel like on some of these time trials you have to squeeze that first place. No, I just hit a wall. That's definitely not going to work. Yeah, you took a lot of his deep yellow. He's not completely yellow. He's not like that Vitz that you won in for the Vitz race yellow. He's more like a it was a perfect line and I went off. He's a different yellow. He's like, what's that light orange called? Mandarin or something. Not Mandarin, like a lighter orange. He's like yellow with a bit of red mixed in. A light orange. And deep yellow. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. All I know is that I remember him being a deep orange in the animated series. The only reason I watched the animated series is because I remember having a CD to one of them on rent from like a Red Box or something. They used to have those Mario ones on rent as well, but then they stopped renting those ones out and started replacing them with movies like Die Hard or stuff like that. Some stuff like that people actually wanted to watch, not some children who on occasion, his mothers would rent the CDs for them just so that they would be able to watch something and parents don't want to be annoyed. Like, oh, can I have this, can I have that, can I have that? Here, go watch your Mario or your Sonic and have fun. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Certain time trials can beat by a lot. Some license tests are the ones you have to squeeze. If you're a beginner, you might have to squeeze these. I've got 15 seconds to make it to the line. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. I did it, look. I did the glitch where you play the ending song if you pause at the right time. Oh man, I really wanted to get first try, but it was close. It was a close effort. I wasn't too far off. I have to get 350 here. Yeah. Gran Turismo 4 doesn't require too much squeezing, but there are a few tests in Gran Turismo 4 that require some true squeezing. Expertise. I think the only test I've ever had to squeeze in Gran Turismo 4 Just not IA 15. Most people who are good at the game can beat IA 15 by over 20 to 30 seconds. I'm doing IA not to pass it and get gold. I'm doing IA to see how much I can beat gold by. But GT5, well, you know, you do say most of the tests in GT5 need squeaking, except for those. The S license in Gran Turismo 5 is probably the easiest license, which is kind of weird, because you think S license usually associated with being the hard, but in Gran Turismo 5, they just make you do 8 races where you have to pass a bunch of cars. How easy is that? GT5 made their S licenses way too easy. I think it's kind of funny, because that's the only game where I first tried every S license test. The game just made it so easy for you to get those scores. How did I not get a failure for that? How far back am I now? Very, very far back. That was just a bad run. Yeah. I've played every Gran Turismo game except for one, because I ordered it from Amazon, but it never arrived. Okay. This is okay run. It's a bit quicker than the last one, like 0.005 or something like that. This run doesn't need to be much quicker than the last one. I feel like sometimes I gotta squeeze on these time trials. That's not gonna help me. I was half a second quicker, and then I smacked the wall like a pleb. Please don't put me behind. I'm gonna need to check, because I'm probably gonna screw up if I check. Oh, he's catching me. Dang it. I don't think I'm gonna get it this time either. How far behind am I now? 0.8, so I'm gonna need to get this section literally perfect. It's gonna be a race to the finish here. This section determines it all. Oh, what? Did I actually just do that and go, 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 go? Yes! I didn't need to brake in that corner, and I ended up winning. New record. Yeah, Gran Turismo 1 is very short, very hard. I watched Jimmy Broadbent's videos on Gran Turismo 1 to get all I needed to know all I needed to know there. I learned that maybe it isn't the best. Well, I mean, it's quick, but it's fun. Also, if you check out Matt J155, he does videos. He's got this Gran Turismo 1 beta build. He does a bunch of videos on them. Oh, it's very interesting. Oh no, it's the hardest license test in all of S. This is like a road car version of the hardest S license test. That must mean this is the hardest time trial. You first tried the hardest S license test and got gold. Maybe I'll first try the hardest time trial and get gold. It was only at 122.7. This score's actually pretty good. I like how this body style of Viper ended up going on to like 2008. Actually went on for like a really long time. And this is a Gran Turismo 3 2001 concept car. I don't think I'm gonna get the first place time first try. No, I'm not, because I just failed. Oh, you mean the complex string and the RGX? No, that's not the hardest one. It's probably either the Swiss Alps or the Tahiti Maze one. Because Tahiti Maze is just pretty much a repeat of R8. It's actually literally the exact same test. It's the exact same thing. I don't know why. I just can't remember which one is harder. Which one you need to go faster. I think it's 120 or one. It's 157 or 158 in the license test. I don't know. Maybe you remember what it is because you just did those license tests yesterday. Keep going. Maybe I don't need to brake here. It's not looking like it's a requirement. Oh, that's a. I just lifted there. Just lifted to make sure I'm okay. Here comes the corkscrew, the easiest section of the track. I never screw this section up. Really, it's not that hard. I don't like how most of the prize cars in this game can only be won once. Only endurance prize cars and prize cars from championships can be won again because there's multiple prize cars that can possibly be won. So instead of not letting you get those prize cards anywhere else, they let you redo them so you can try and get the prize card again. God, that was easy. That was really easy. Yeah, you did say that made you dizzy. I don't know how that made you dizzy. I never got dizzy, and when I was younger, I did that like 60 times before I even passed. I like how the time trial is a bit more lenient. If I'll get there, and I'll get the Panos Esperante, hopefully. Well, what I see when I see Panos Esperante appear on the screen is 500,000 credits awarded. Go to the garage to claim them. Ooh, the best GT3 car. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story here, James. I got this car for the SSR11 Endurance, but unless you somehow got auto-blocked, but I don't think that's what happened. I don't think you showed up at the stream on that day, and things weren't going too well, and I had no one cheering me on. No one was in the stream. I got so unhappy at this car, I ended up on a stream that I deleted, selling it because I got so unhappy at it because it was just kept failing me. I don't know if it was really the Super's fault, probably was mine, but I went out, got a Formula 1 car, did it, but then got bored because again, no one was watching, so what's the point of doing this? So I just stopped. I feel like this was, I don't even know what the time is. I think it was 128. I don't remember what the time for gold is here. Perhaps. Because that is one for JTC cars. But I did mention, and I don't know if it's memorable, I want to get a action replay disc. So I didn't even go off. 2 wheels left the track, and I got failed. I wanted to try and cheat to get the.
Wait, but
Yeah, my baby was just joining me. I want to get a Diablo Nomad because I've never driven one. Yeah, cool. Try it. Enjoy your car. Yeah, I just want. Thank you. That was my baby brother there. He's 4 currently, going on 5. Hi, Charlie.
who are you talking to?
No one. I'm not really.
Oh.
We've heard someone else's voice. That's how phone calls work. Oh, except this isn't phone call, this is a live stream. I am talking, but technically not voice to voice. Here we go. I can't really let the car go at all off-road or else the game will fail me because 2 wheels went off the ground. Oh, I didn't get failed for 2 wheels off the ground there. Was there maybe a hidden cone there? Did someone lay an egg there and then it got cracked so they said, hey, you know what, fail him. I also like how the fail music plays when your time expires, but instead of saying fail, it says time expired. A time expired is the worst possible fail that can be done. Is there a cone here? This is where I failed. No, I don't see a cone. I do know where there are some cones and that they're coming up. Gosh, I really dislike the cones here. They really make me slow down because I'm afraid that I'm just going to come on the apex, clip the apex, and then boom, you do a bunch of cones. Do you remember the time here? I don't know. how we're both using the chase cam now. You know, funny story, I've always used the chase cam. At first. I've never used bumper cam. The only time I've ever used bumper cam in a Gran Turismo game, ever, because I felt like I needed it, was those Ayrton Senna trials back in Gran Turismo 6. Because getting that silver, because you only needed silver to get the Lotus F1 car. Man, I was really close to actually first. I barely did that. Then again, that wasn't a great lap, but I just needed the cam for that. I just always use chase cam because I like looking at the car I'm using. I do on Gran Turismo Sport though sometimes try and use the onboard camera to make it look more like I'm driving a car when I'm using my wheel and pedals. But obviously this is Gran Turismo 3. I don't know why you'd use wheel and pedals. 4 tests remain. This one is Grand Valley. It'll be easy. Swiss Alps. I'm not great at rallying in Gran Turismo 3, so that's probably going to be hard. That's actually easier than license test, I think. That's going to be easy because it's complex string. Well, I lapped complex string quite easily. Like, I did it in like 5-something minutes using a Mini Cooper. So if I can do like a 5:59 in a Mini, I'm pretty sure I can do 4:47 in RGT. Then again, I might have been using an upgraded Mini. Don't remember. No, it's really not that hard to use Chase Cam. Chase Cam actually gives you a better perspective on where the car is on the track. When you're using this cam, you just see where the front is, but you don't know where your rear is. Or where other people are. Then again, you get a rear view mirror. When you're using chase cam over bumper, or I like to call it road view because you're not really seeing the bumper, you just see the road. Obviously right there. I don't like it as much because you don't really know what you're driving. You can only identify a car by the sound it makes. You don't get to admire the car. I mean, not that I'm admiring the Cashel Mugen NSX because it's really not that pretty. Red, green, and black just don't work. Red, green, and white works, but with add the black on, it just makes it seem like a depressed Christmas. It's Christmas time in the city. That's not right. The white works, but even though black's a cool color, and I think black looks great on those race cars, it doesn't work with this. Black will work with red. Now, if this was green, orange, and black, I think it would work a bit better because, I don't know, green and orange just works a bit. Ever since the 787B, green and orange can be together. I think it would be funny if when using chase cam, you could actually see the driver through certain pits of the window, but there's no rear window in this game. So my question is, if you can see there's no rear window, it's just painted in quite clearly. How the heck am I getting a rear view mirror? There's nothing there. It's completely blacked out. You don't get any rear view mirror in this car. It's useless. What was the time again? I don't know. Last time I did one of these JHCC ones, I just beat it. I just barely beat it. Gosh, the sound of this thing treading over the grass is almost louder than the actual sound of the finish. Yay. I won. That one, too. I might end up doing more than just, doing all these thingies. Because I think I've got something I need to do after I complete these, Mr. James, because I need to prove to you the Mini's worth and show you how my Mini can win the European Championship. Even though I've already done it and it's on my channel. I streamed this video called Doing Amateur Events in a Mini, and I won, not joking, I won the European Championship. I mean, granted, I did have to keep opening it and closing it and keep redoing it until I got no Griffith, no Clio 24 volt, another Clio wasn't bad. I couldn't get the Elise, the Griffith, or the Speedster. Otherwise, I would win Rome and then not win again because most of the other tracks include going fast and the Mini's better in the corners. If you didn't guess. It's lightweight and only has about 180 brake horsepower. It's not meant for the straight line, even though you can get the Mini to do over 150 miles an hour. I get my Mini to do 153. I remember there's another B license test, an off-roading license test in a Peugeot here. It was a 205. the 205, the old 80s one, and it was so terrible for some reason because the way the cars drove in Gran Turismo 4 on the dirt was just appalling in certain cases. Certain dirt tracks were better than others. You have one dirt track that was absolutely rubbish, and you have one dirt track that was perfectly good. Like the El Capitan, I think it's the Cathedral Rocks Trail or something like that, because it's part of El Capitan. It's in Yosemite, I think. I think I know where Swiss Alps is. I'm gonna go with Switzerland because, well, why does it say Swiss? I like how the textures from far away look really good because even though they're 2D, you're not really paying much attention to them. Once you get really close to them, if you do like enough, you might see the textures and behind the walls. I need to check the time for this. 1:23:104. That's terrible. I can't believe I just failed it like that. That section's just hard. I was never a fan of the Impreza. It's not my favorite rally car in this game. My favorite rally car, haha, is the FT. Oh, that's terrible. The wall is the technical FTLM just works as a rally car, even though it's not really a rally car. I think the best rally car in this game is probably the Evo 7. It just looks the coolest. Even though Tommy Mackinnon's rally car in this game is pretty cool looking. Man, how is that so terrible? I thought I was going straight to there. This is one of my least favorite ones. I think it's my least favorite time trial to do. It's so terrible. I hate it. I hate this. And I don't like this car. I think it looks stupid. I think the rear of it is okay, but then you get to the front and it's just completely cross-eyed. It's like deer in the headlights. What it reminds me of. Deer in the headlights. Or Morgan. I don't like the Subaru Impreza prototype rally car. I don't like this generation of Subaru Impreza in general. I think the generation after this one in Impreza, dang it, I hit a wall. The generation of Impreza that comes after this generation is fine. The generation before this one, fine. But then you ruined it all by making this one. I was always a fan of the Evo. I was always Evo over Subaru, over Impreza anyways. That was much better. I always liked the Evo better because it looked better and I feel like it was a better car in general. That was an okay section. I don't know if I brake too much though. Guess I'll find out if I get first or something. I think it was a 1:23:1 to the best of my knowledge. Jimmy Robin just went live. Sorry, I am currently streaming a stream of my own that I'm doing, so I cannot watch that. Lord. If I still had Gran Turismo 2, which I wish I did, I could play on it because I have a PS1 and PS2 memory card. I remember playing. Oh, boo-hoo! I remember playing that game on like its 20th birthday in 2019. I'm trying cheats to improve my time. That didn't help. I've done better than that. Let's just get this done. Because I really dislike this car. I can't really find the sound it makes, but the way it looks. Ugh. Why couldn't I have been like more shady? It just looks so terrible to me. It's cool, but it just doesn't look nice. It's actually not that cool. The coolest rally car out there is probably, I don't know. I always like the Corolla, but it's really not that pretty either. I'll be honest. It's better looking than this. But I just always liked Corollas for some reason. Corolla is one of my favorite cars. I just don't know why. I'm specifically drawn to the E110 model. Well, not the E110, the E100, which is, I think, an American model. Maybe it was a Japanese model too. Corollas aren't very tech savvy, they're very basic cars. Now everything's tech savvy. I actually did it. Phew, I'm glad that was over with quicker than I thought it was going to be. That wasn't as hard. Maybe it's because I've done it now. I actually know how this works. I've done it before. I don't know if I've ever completed all the time trials, though. I don't think I ever just bothered. I just don't think I ever bothered to do it. I was pretty close, though. I think I said a 123. Oh, he said a 123. 123.018, 123.104. I feel like the rally ones you have to squeeze a teeny bit on the time trials. I also now know that this next one, I like the car. This is my favorite rally car in the game coming out. The Evo. This kind of looks like an Evo with some painting on it. The painted Evo. The Special Boy painted Evo. Evo with a bit of fresh paint. I like how you get such a long freaking head start. No waits for this. I only used the wall on that first turn. I remember when I first did this a while back, it made me feel like a real rally car driver. So it takes some real rally car skills to get around this track. You really have to be like you don't have to be a rally car driver to do this, obviously. Because people who don't drive rally cars have done this many times before. Oh, stupid. If you've golded the license test, R8, you should easily be able to get this time trial done with absolutely no issues. No difficulties. Oh, I had to shift down there, that's not great. This is just such a long lap. It at least feels that way. It almost feels like you're lapping a complex stream when you're off-road. Everything feels a bit longer. Because, each turn's a bit more crucial. I'm also used to this. Whoops. Just completely gave up there, didn't I? I just completely gave up. Ooh, that felt like a proper rally car turn right there. Wow. I always said you have to you cannot take the turn, you cannot get back on the accelerator in a turn in a rally race until you've gotten full control over the car. You need to be in full control of the vehicle at all times. Once you know exactly where the car is going, you may get back on the accelerator. That was shish. I'm not even sure if I want to keep doing this, but I'm just going to keep doing it. Because he who gives up doesn't get very far in life. Well, that was a good section right there. Let's make this a lap now. Once you're on the accelerator, there's not much correcting you can do. It really isn't much correcting you can do. You gotta get it pointed in the right direction before you get back on the gas. Here, you don't even have to get on the brakes because it's just a wide open turn into a fast bit. One thing I don't like about rally cars is how short the gearing is on them. I feel like longer gearing would help these cars out immensely. I like how some of this track is so pretty, and then some of it just like almost looks dirty. Like the dirt doesn't look as nice as the sand. I remember this specifically being the handbrake section, the section where you use the handbrake. Oh, I'm up against the wall. I'm thinking that's only the Delta that requires handbraking, because the buttons for X, triangle, circle, and square are in the same configuration they are on a normal remote. This one's going to be absolutely terrible, I can just tell. I've been smacking walls. At least I'm on the worst, the slipperiest, hardest surface to drive on in a rally car is tarmac. For some weird reason, the car handles like crap on the road. Nope. That's not great. That's terrible. That just gives me a benchmark. Look, I've got to be 2 seconds, about 1.5 seconds quicker. Get rid of the ghost because I don't want him here. So I just got to improve on my time. I just need the benchmark. I've set a benchmark now. I can improve on this lap. I can check to see how much better I'm doing. Constantly at every single marker. And every single marker I'll make sure to check. I'm using rally driver techniques here. Try and get this going. I'm really hoping. Oh, I'm already 0.400 quicker, which is already a good sign. Because that wasn't really the biggest thing, the most improvable section. I'm a bit premature in these sections. To give the car the right amount of time to get going. I just need to be 1.1 seconds quicker now. Keep on plunging, Evo. 587, even better. I feel like the wall is the safest route to take here. Because it's not going to slow you down that much. Plus, not to mention, that final section on the road was absolutely abysmal. Oh, this is looking good. Back on the road. Almost at the target. Almost at the target time quicker. Almost there. Come on, Christina. Go, 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 go. Yes! Oh, I was 2.7 seconds quicker. First. That feels good. I don't think if I was streaming, I wouldn't be able to do these, because if I'm streaming, at least I know there's someone watching, someone enjoying. That's the good thing about streaming. Because you can play games and feel good about it. Like, wow, I just did that, and someone's watching, enjoying that. I was not as close as I thought it was. So I was not as far as I thought it was. I thought it was like a 0.7. But I don't know. I already knew what I needed to do. I thought I needed to be 1.1 seconds quicker. I needed to be 2.1 seconds quicker. But whatever. I was much quicker. It doesn't matter. I got the target. You say this one's the hardest. James, you say that this is the hardest test in the RGT. You say it's the hardest. 4:52.716 is the time to beat. I'll write that down to remember it. I've got that written down on a piece of tape that's on my little table. How many attempts do you think this is going to take me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead, place your bet. I have to beat Yumauchi. I like this car. It's good looking. It's almost a 911 GT3. The car that sadly was cut due to licensing issues. Oh no, it's got AIDS. It's been an issue. 3 attempts. IB memories appear. Oh man, this is really sucking. I better pick it up. How is that so slow? That's not looking good. Go roof. Time for the squares. Why did this thing understeer so badly? I think I got through there pretty good. That wasn't too bad. Let's get going. Not gonna get carried away. Curse that section. You said 3. I've got to do it now if I want to tell you that you've underrated me. Technically, that was only an attempt. That wasn't a full blown lap. Anyways, I don't feel like that would work because I took this section way too slowly. Then again, you do get a bit of a head start going into this one license test at least. That felt better. Here we go. Attempt 2 currently underway. Time for the boxes again. My favorite section, isn't it? Well, that was already a bit of a failure. I just know that if you put the apexes here, you're doing good. Ooh, that was still pretty good. For some reason, I just failed this time because I just was so stupid taking it. It went I wasn't paying enough attention. The actual turn itself. This is the Mine Skyline section test. Then after that, it's the R34 Skyline section test section. First, I get to do this turn. I think the reason that this car just happens to be the car I used for this test is because if it was probably supposed to be the Porsche 911 GT3 because that was, to the best of my knowledge, Kazunori Yumiyachi, the creator of this game's daily driver at the point. $100mm circle taught me a lot about how to take these kinds of turns. It's not too much about power. It's mostly about the line. There's no apex here, so that's why the car's partially off the road. God! I wasn't even all 4 tires off the road. Not even all 4 tires came off. And I'm still getting failed. Dang it. Maybe I'm being so careful that I'm actually failing. I'm being so cautious that I end up failing because I'm going too slowly. Okay, I'm going way too slow. Time to speed it up. That was a bit slow. Time to get this done so I can get this done in the 3 attempts that you guessed it would take. You guessed it, so you said, I asked, how many attempts do you think this would take me? I didn't fail. I decided to try again. This is my 4th attempt. I'll go based off how many laps. How many times do you think I'm going to complete this before I actually pass it? Not how many attempts you think it is going to take me, because I keep accidentally going off the road like a dimwit. How many complete laps do you think I'll make before I actually pass this? Like, when I finally complete a lap, how many more of these do you think I'll have to complete before I actually end up getting the correct time? I remember it being 4:57. It's 4:52. 7:16, I think. Once again, I wrote it down on a piece of tape so that I can look at it. 4:52, 7:16. I mean, I was kind of hoping that you were wrong, to be honest, in the amount of attempts, but I was hoping you were wrong in the other way. Not wrong as in you're overestimating. I was hoping you underestimated me. So that would be better. You think you were close. You haven't even seen. Well, I haven't even completed a lap, so I don't know what my time is yet. Got out of there pretty nicely. I think I'm actually doing pretty good. Maybe Kazunori Yumiyashi had a gray 911 GT3 as a daily driver. How the hell did the car do that? Oh no, my wheel's gone broke again. Just freaking wheel's gone. Listen, be good wheel. Work. Sometimes the wheel just immediately goes wonk and left. It's a good slogan. Sadly, no trolls seem to listen to something like, oh, don't mess. It's just like when you're a 4-year-old and your parents tell you, oh, don't touch that. What are you going to do? You're going to touch that because you're like, oh, well, they don't want me doing this. That must mean that this is fun or something. I don't like how with the aids on you have to be quicker than with the aids off when it comes to these IV tests with this car. Time to get into the boxes, and I'm just focusing on 4:52, 7:16. I like how if the back wheels are in the air and the front wheels are not on the ground, you still don't fail. It's really funny. This is a bit slow. I'm going to make up for it on this section right here. I'll be honest, this track is a lot easier to lap In a Mini Cooper. I don't think I upgraded the Mini though, and I said like a 5 something. Okay, let's get into this. If you don't pay attention, this corner might confuse you because you'll think, oh, it's this, but it ends up being that. Oh, I lose. Yeah, that's what you said for that. Close. Slogan is still good, even though no one seems to listen to it. You know how they have soundboards, James? I think that every time I think you should do a soundboard thing. Like, every single time that a troll were to come into stream and we see him, you should start playing Oh Yeah by Yellow. Just like on a soundboard. Have it just hit it. Wrong way. I'm still going. This is suddenly harder than it was earlier. Like, every time that the troll pops up, just play Oh Yeah because they failed to do what they wanted to do. Spain and troll because they just get blocked by moderators or either by you. So it'd be funny every time a troller joins chat, you could just play Oh Yeah by Yellow. It'd be perfect. You'll get copyrighted. But does it? Hey, look. If you get copyrighted for it, YouTube has to find that. If YouTube has to go in there to copyright you, when they see it, I mean, they've got to see the chat replay. Maybe they'll see the chat replay while they're listening for your Oh Yeah. I don't know how YouTube does that. If they go back and watch people's videos to make sure there are no copyrighted material in it. But if there is copyrighted material, maybe they'll say, oh, well, there's just trolls here. Maybe we should take care of those. Maybe you could play the Gran Turismo 3 fail music, because I don't think there's really much of a copyright on that. It's not really a song. You could try GT3 copyright thing, or we could find one of those YouTube songs that YouTube has that you can use that won't give you copywriting, and we can play that when it happens. Oh, the GT3 fail music is not copyrighted? Good. Use that then. Every time a troller joins chat, you can just play that. Everybody knows what that sounds like. If I don't pay attention, we're going to hear it again. Most Gran Turismo music isn't copyrighted because Gran Turismo itself, like the finishing thing, because Gran Turismo didn't go around playing Gran Turismo 3 finishing theme and fail theme on live tour and make money off of it. It didn't. I don't know why they would. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, we'll just play Gran Turismo 3. I said, oh, there's a troller on chat, and everybody will know, even if, because if a troller appears in the chat and starts trolling, if someone's in top chat because they forgot to chat to make sure they're in live chat, they wouldn't see the streamer. They'd only see the angry possible comments or you talking like whoa, what happened? But if we tell everybody about what's going to happen and they hear the GT3 fail theme, they'll know exactly what happened. I'll know a troller came into stream because GT3 fail music just began playing. Just have it like on a device or something, just ready to roll. I just got another notification that Jimmy Raw bent. It just sort of distracted me, but I kept on the track. That'd be really funny though. GT3 fail. Oh yes. The troll has entered. I know exactly how the theme goes, and I don't want to hear it anytime soon, because that means that I've gone off the course and failed this test. I call these tests, but they're not really tests. The worst thing to do is when you get like a really big portion of the game or a chunk, and like you forget to save, or the power goes out, and you don't have save. You didn't save. So you're like, oh my goodness, you're kidding me. And I'm always like that. I'm always saving during a championship, just in case anything happens. But I'm not saving if I've made 30% progress in the game. But if there's a championship, that might be useful. I used to save in the final race of the championship and skip it to get the right prize card, but Eventually I realized that's just cheap. Well, it may not be considered cheating, it's cheap. You're shitting me, right? The car just freaking caught air. Airborne vehicle. That's not right. The car enters the air, you don't have any control over it whatsoever. 3 was really off. The guess of 3 attempts is really off. But I bet you that first time I complete a lap, it's first place. It's a lenient time trial is. I've done this section so many times. I'm used to about 38 seconds exiting it. I can just imagine it. Troll joins chat. GT3 fan music. Because the thing is, you can't use GT2 fan music because the GT2 fan music is the exact same as the GT2 past licensed music. It's still that down and on that tune. It just plays, even if it has a fail, that little notification crash, which I think is really funny. I also think it's weird that the Miata and the Sylvia and the IC, first 2 IC tests in Gran Turismo 2 say D rights on the side. What is D rights? Drift rights? I mean, I know the game came out in 1999. But was there some D rights movement in like 1999 that I didn't know about? Obviously, I wasn't alive in 1999. No one here, I believe, was alive in 1999, unless there's someone who's born before 1999 in the stream right now. I know that you're not. You weren't born in 99. You were born in like 2002 or 3, because I'm 15 and I'm only 2 years younger than you. About only 2 years younger than you. I'll turn 16, you'll still be 17 or something like that, and then you'll turn 18. I don't know, all I know is that I'll be 16 and you'll be 18 when I go up to England for my like 16th birthday thingy. My aunt promised me that she would take me anywhere, and a while back I said I want to go to Britain. Like, oh well, England's very easy. I also want to go to Monaco to see the Côte d'Azur and the Côte d'Azur, so I think it's very pretty, and I also want to see the racetrack. Monaco Grand Prix track, but it's really just a bunch. I can actually drive on it because it's a literal public road. That's why you'll notice in Gran Turismo, there's like this little side barrier if you turn left in the first turn, which looks like it leads down a legitimate road. Côte d'Azur is the only reason the track's called Côte d'Azur is because it's not referencing the fact that it's Monaco. Maybe for copywriting issues, but all I know is that it says Côte d'Azur, and that is the name of the river or the sea next to it. The water that you're looking at, if you're looking over the Monaco track, is the Côte d'Azur. Okay, I'm holding the floor in it. June 5th, 2003, and I was April 15th, 2005. Again, April 15th, 2005. I hit the brakes here just to avoid flying. Now I need to brake for the rest of the section. Apparently right there I need to. That was a pretty good exit there. I've got just under a minute now. Come on, RGT. Roof. The only reason I know what the company Roof is, what the Roof company is, because of EA and Gran Turismo. If it wasn't for EA buying out the rights to Porsche completely from the Need for Speed series, Gran Turismo would not have used the Roof RGT, which I can bet you that Roof was very happy to see that a game company wanted to put their cars into a video game where anybody can technically drive them. I've got 22 seconds to make it to the finish. Come on, 12 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8. Oh no! That is a mile away. Lord, just look at how far that finish line is from me. How bad is this? Silver bad, isn't it? That is terrible. How far off was that? How far off was that? How far off was that? I know I could have done so much better. I was over 4 seconds off. So I have to be 4.2 seconds quicker. At least I have a benchmark time set now, so I know what I have to do. Well, gotta be 4.2 seconds quicker, about 4 seconds quicker on that final section. When I come to that final team, I'll be about 4 seconds ahead of this time. Fortunately, I feel like I did really good on this section, but maybe I can do even better. Well, that was only 37. I was just turned 38, so I'm quicker in that section already. That exit wasn't as great as it could have been, but I'm still quicker. That's about it. I'm quicker, and that's it. Not much quicker, not a bit quicker. I'm just quicker. So I'm barely quicker. But I'm paying full attention, so I'm probably not going to read the chat for this lap. Unless I take a pause break to recalibrate my mind, I'll read a chat then. Now remember, this is the exit onto a fast section. Take a quick mind recalibrator. Now head toward the confusing turn, the turn that wants to make you think it's something that it isn't. It makes you think that it's this, but then it's something completely and entirely different. I'm not doing that much better because you can see that yellow. If I go here, he's only that far behind. You do have a yellow dot showing you where the previous time is in comparison to your time currently. I'm pulling away from it a bit. I'm 1.2 seconds ahead. That's actually not bad so far. Like the first real sector here. Here's a section where I can make up some time now. I know the exit on the final one of these was terrible for me. I don't like how in Gran Turismo 4, I'm not sure about Gran Turismo 3 because I've never done the F1 World Championship. Gran Turismo 4, all the F1 races are pretty much just endurance races. And the prize you get for all of that work, you do more than 24 hours, and it's only 3 million credits. I'm pretty sure you can do the Nürburgring 24-hour endurance 3 times quicker than that. See, I was quick on the exit there. I can't even see the ghost. That's how far ahead I am now. 1.8? I'm not that far ahead, am I? I gotta try and take this section quicker, but I can't go that fast over this hill because I'll just fly. If the car flies, I fail. I tried limited braking, which is pretty much no braking strategy. I'll get a good X out of there. Don't know how much quicker I am now. I feel like I took that section much quicker, but it's not looking like I did. I'm not far enough. I think I saw him just in the end there. .452. This isn't a beat either, is it? 3876. You need food. Okay, go ahead and eat. You can leave the stream open. Just go ahead and eat, and then you can come back. I'll probably complete this. Go get some food. It's like 6:37 for you, I think. You could use some food. Go get some food, James. Eat. When you come back, I'll wait for you to come back. If I've completed this, before you come back, I will wait in the garage. And then when you come back, you can let me know. Yeah, perfect. If I complete this while you're eating, I will wait for you in the garage, and then I'll get on to the second part of the stream, which is the most important part of the stream in my eyes. This was just me trying to have a bit of fun with the time trials, I guess. I'm working really hard now. I've already mastered it. I'm already 6.16 seconds quicker than my best run, not that first run. Wow, I'm far ahead, am I? Either that or the ghost is no longer working. But how much quicker I need to be. Oh, that's not hot. The reason I'm not seeing my ghost is I'm hitting the wrong button for that. He's closer than I think. I think I've been further ahead at certain points, but messing certain bits of the track up has contributed to. Oh my goodness, he's caught back up. I need to run away. And I need to keep running away. I can't run away and then let him catch back up. I need to run away. That felt like a really good sector right there. Just that turn felt really good. I'll try and get through here really quickly. Ooh, that was really quick. I'm really glad I didn't go off there because that was a really quick sector right there. Smack it on the exit. Oh, spank it. 1 whole second ahead already. Oh, I'm still pretty good. I'm still pretty good bit ahead. Coming out of the square section. I remember this always seems to trick me. You think it's something it isn't. Oh, I completely screwed my lap up. Should have treated it the way I treated it the last time, so that I would have still been a second ahead instead of miles behind. I'm still waiting. Keep going. Before GT, I'm leaving in braking. Frick. This is fun. Rolling Stars Cross probably supposed to be 150, but it ended up being conveniently 149. I'm a bit ahead. This is just the first. This is the first time. I can't really judge how about you and how far ahead you are, but how far ahead you finish. That was quick. I'm quicker. I'm exiting that corner much quicker. I'm already 1.3 seconds quicker. Every run has one slow box in the box section. You can't nail it all down. Well, I know it's 60, but the highest you can hit on the strength. Oh, I'm going pretty quick. I'm pretty far ahead. I'm a decent bit ahead. I'm just going to treat this corner differently, but not as stupidly. Exit that corner rather good. Ooh, we're doing good. This is a good looking run. Oh, this is a spectacular run already. Spectacular. Spectacular. Get out of it as quickly as I can. 2:11.5. 2:1:15. This is normally aspirated because it's the GT3. The GT3 is normally aspirated. The GT2 is a turbo, and the turbo is a turbo. The 911 range is once again confusing, but then again, this is the roofs. They're based on certain Porsche cars. And if that Porsche car is based off of normally aspirated, the roof is normally aspirated. The only reason roofs are based off of Porsche is because Porsche gives roof shells, like empty, unmarked Porsche shells. They don't take the car, roof builds the car completely. They don't take a regular 911, stick some RGT body kit on it, and then just sell it. They take a Porsche 911 shell, put their own body on it, and then sell it. I'm so much quicker, I just need to be a bit careful. I'm 2.3 seconds ahead. That is enough. That's enough. That's enough to do it. But if I try and take this like an idiot, thinking, you know what, car might not fly. I might end up flying and I might end up being screwed. I'm just glad that S license doesn't make you do a lap on this track in any car. This track is Tetris and it can also be torturous. Look at that section, I feel like it ate away at my lead on this guy. Who I'm going to call Ghosty. So that's his affectionate nickname. Get out of the turn. Run away. Faster. Braking for the final big turn. Oh my lord, I was so far ahead at one point. But I've just let him catch up now. I'm just gonna say, come here, buddy. Come on back. Haunt me again. How far behind is he? That's about a second. That's not gonna be enough. No, and I thought it was gonna be so close. It's not. This isn't a 452 716. It's not gonna be close enough. Never mind, I did it. Yes. Ah ha ha ha! You made it right back in time for the ending. You made it right back in time for me to. Oh yes, right as I finally finished it. Only like 30 minutes went into that. Thank God you made it back. Because you made it back right in the nick of time. My name is changing now. Oh, I can't space it. I'm making this perfect. This is the moment I will cherish. Okay, yeah. Oh. Yay! Yay! Oh look, if Regulation Time Trial complete, I get an Esperante GTR1. All that hard work, and I'm sure when you get around to that in Gran Turismo 3, you'll make me look like a beginner by doing it all first try. That was amazing. I've now got an Esperante GTR1 race car. I'll take a look at it right now. It's worth 500,000 credits if I were to sell it. But I don't know. I really don't like the car that much, but I kind of like the fact that I have it as a prize. So I'll save the game right in a second, just in case something does happen to go wrong. That was... I remember I was like, oh, it's not going to be fast enough, is it? But then I looked, like, I got the final corner right. I was like 2 seconds ahead at one point, but then I got so, like, frantic and scared on, like, final second. I was going to mess everything up, and I got that final corner bang on. And now I'm going to prove to you, James, that the Mini is useful. This Surf Blue Mini Cooper is about to get an oil change because I don't want it to go bad. The oil hasn't been changed in a while. It's not going to give me any extra horsepower. Still got 178. He didn't even have enough time to get food. He needed the bathroom. Well, this is my food. I will show you how worthful this Mini Cooper really is by doing the European Championship for you again. I'll do this European Championship. I've done it once on the channel. I'm doing it again. Yeah, once you said you were leaving, I was pretty good. I was going to get better, and I was like, oh, this, that, and then I passed. Zonda C12, that's another one of those juggernauts. I don't like when the juggernauts enter the event, so I'm just going to keep hitting X until I have this. There's this ticker that I have. It's a wheel. It tells me that in 3 rounds I should start. I'm trying to guess who's in this field. Okay. That means that in 2 attempts I should be able to go. The Zonda and Elisa are the ultimate juggernauts of this championship. Yeah, there's a speedster that also enters. And there's a speedster. And a Griffith, but they're not too bad. I'm just currently guessing. I've got a ticker on a piece of tape. It's got 5 on it. What it's telling me is that 5 is the answer. Run 5 is the one that'll be good. It's a filtering thing. I don't know what it is. I found it on this website. It's called Luck Ticker, and you give it a scenario. I couldn't quite get a scenario like this. I don't even know where the hell I found it. It was a link somewhere, and the link's no longer... I don't even know where I got it. I think it was on a YouTube thing. It's called, look at this ticker. The magic works. I remember I put a ticker in for this once. I don't know what the website's name is. I just straight up put it in the site, and so just try to see what it would take me. The Zonda is beatable. The Zonda is beatable, especially if I was using something that's a bit faster than the Mini, because the Mini is regarded as the slowest car. And on paper, the Mini is the slowest car in the game. I'm perfectly fine with that. But when you actually drive cars, the Mirror is the slowest because it's a bit heavier and it understeers more. That's number 4 on. This means that I should be able to start. Yeah. Well, that's because you always do all the licenses first. I don't. I almost did I recorded a playthrough once. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't post it because my camera had an issue, and I recorded them all before deciding to post them, which was stupid because I should have checked the camera. You always use the Vanquish here, and I think that that's a bit of a bummer. I always would do B license, complete all the events, and then get my A license with the GT World Championship. So you get all the good cars at first. It's just kind of the lawnmower. It's loud. I apologize for it, but someone's got to mow the lawn. So they come by. Thankfully, I think they're pretty much done with the front yard. The Vanquish is too easy, though. I mean, literally. The Vanquish is just like saying, oh, well, I give up. Come on. The microphone isn't technically, it doesn't seem like it's being affected by this, but I know that you'll be able to hear this. They have to mow it before it gets cold again. Almost September. You actually have to deal with it getting cold. Hey, this is Honda. It doesn't get cold in Florida where I live. 47, I think it's the lowest temperature I think I've ever experienced in Florida, in the 40s. We had a cold front once, it was really bad. It snowed in Florida before. It snows in the Panhandle quite often, actually. It's not like, oh, Florida, you get snow, if you get the Panhandle. Lucky, I'm not lucky. I have to deal with, would you like to know what the weather is right now? I'm just going to go quickly tell you what the weather is. It is, let me just reload this. It is 97 degrees outside for me. It's 97 degrees, and it feels like 111. It feels like, that's right. My temperature, if I walk outside right now, it'll feel like it's 111 degrees outside. That's why I'm always inside. Always pent up because it's 60 billion gajillion degrees outside. I can't go outside or else I'll burn to crisp. It's freezing down there. You know what? I'd rather live in London. I'd rather live in, gosh, Wales. I don't care. I just know that it's probably better than dealing with. Winter's my favorite section of like weather for Florida because it's like 70 and like maybe 80. 80 is winter. It's good weather in winter time for Florida. 80 and 70. Sometimes it gets below the 60s. That's like when it's really special. You get really lucky. The weather's really nice. But here, the weather is always just hot. I'm pretty sure in England it's always, on a good day, 60-something and overcast. At least that's how it always looked on top of you. I don't know. I guess you have a summer day in England or something like that. I've determined one day I'm moving to England and I'm going to live in Hammersmith. I'm going to move to Hammersmith one day when I decide eventually, and it's going to happen, I'm going to decide I've had enough of this country. Eventually, there's going to be this one president that ticks me off so much that he got elected, I'm just going to leave the country and move to freaking Hammersmith, because it's a place in England that I know of, and if I go to a pub on a certain specific day, I might see James May, because that's where he lives. Yeah, you're in East London. How far is Hammersmith from East London? I don't know. To be honest, I'm going to be honest. I'm not paying attention to the who's in the championship race. I'm just doing it until I feel that I've gotten the right amount of luck. It takes a few attempts, but you just got to make sure that the big juggernauts who shouldn't be there aren't there. You're in East London. I don't know how far that is from Hammersmith. I don't think it's that far away. Maybe I could live in Guildford. I know where that is. I know where London is. There were a lot of things. That's 3 juggernauts in that event. Google says 60 to Hammersmith? Well, that's not far. It's like a 30-minute drive. I'll live in Hammersmith. And then maybe when I'm older, go to a pub. You can meet me at a pub. Talk about how I was. I'll talk about how I was so retarded as a child. I don't know. I should be using that word to describe myself. Speedster. I don't feel so good about speedster. I feel like I could beat the Speedster in the Mini, but I want to try and... I feel the same. I would be honored to meet you as well. I'd probably be more honored to meet you because I wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't for you. Thankfully, you've given me something to do. Don't worry, I can meet you next year when I go to England. If I go to England, there's no way that my grandma, who I'm going to be taking, and my aunt with me, she's gonna want to see London again because she came down in 2012 to the Olympics. So I'm assuming that she's gonna want to see England again. I'll see the Sistine Chapel. I'll probably go to Silverstone because I want to drive. I want to go to Silverstone because it's one of the few attractions that I can think of. Buckingham Palace, if that's even an attraction anymore. I can look at Big Ben. Maybe I'll get an Airbnb. I've also I know Car Throttle. There's this like run-in on Car Throttle. I don't know if you've heard of this YouTube channel called Car Throttle. What they were doing is there was a video they had, and they had this Peugeot with a Oh, it's my turn today. You're not streaming tonight. Okay. Maybe. Oh, actually, I've got an idea now. I remember how we talked about doing one of those Gran Turismo 4 endurance role plays. If you can maybe promote that on the Discord, everybody can hop onto my stream tonight, and we can do maybe do a role play enduro because it's going to be in B-Spec, Gran Turismo 4. I'll let you guys choose the car, and I'll let you guys choose the endurance we do. Just don't make it the Formula 1 car, because even though I have it, because I did the Nürburgring 24-hour endurance, it's just kind of boring. But I will do that role-play endurance because you're not streaming tonight. So, John, I'll go on Discord, let everybody know that I'll do a role-play endurance for Gran Turismo 4. The best thing. Yeah, the whole game on A-Spec. I did that when I was a child. Nürburgring 24 hours on A-Spec is the most boring thing a human being can do. Because if the AI was constantly on you, 1 or 2 seconds behind, you'd feel like, oh, I'm in this. This is interesting. But instead, what happens is, no, you ended up lapping them 16 times. I use the F1 for that because I could use an R92CP, but I feel like it goes through its tires too quickly, so I'd just be constantly going on pitting. I was actually hoping on the day that I did that race, you'd be streaming, so I'd have something to do for the 11 hours since I sped it up in B-Spec that it was going to take me to do that race. But I ended up watching that Amazon special of James May, Our Man in Japan. But I would be honored to host a roleplay Gran Turismo 4 endurance. I haven't done the Grand Valley. I haven't done Laguna Seca, or whatever it is. There's many endurances I've done. I don't know why I can't get the same feel that I did when I did this first time. Yeah, very hard and exhausting. I completed Gran Turismo 4. That's the only game I've ever completed. I don't know how I did it. It's just, the game is so treacherous. You almost, completing again on A-Spec just looks scary. It's terrible. You can't pause an endurance race. If you want to stop, you have to pause. You have to turn the TV off, leave the console running, which already probably isn't a good idea, then come back to it. And you said in GT5 you can turn the console off. Maybe you can pause and save in the middle of an endurance race. I don't know about that. I never did a Gran Turismo 5 endurance race. My PlayStation 3 broke before I got to that. In fact, I actually had to play it at a mate's house with a mate at his house, because he still had a working PS3 and I didn't. That's literally a field with all the juggernauts. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Okay, yeah. This game does not want me to prove the Mini's worth today. I can. I don't know what endurance it'll be, but I know most people look forward to the most people look forward to your streams you don't mind doing the enduros on A-Spec GT5, but GT4 is too much. You've done GT4 on A-Spec twice. I won't do it again for a long time. That's the endurance. The whole endurance in Gran Turismo 4 is ridiculous. It's too much. Gran Turismo 4 Endurance. It's too much. There's 24 hours in Nürburgring, and there's two 24-hour races around the Le Mans circuit, because there's the 24-hour race for the chicane one and the 24-hour race for the non-chicane one. What's the point? Not to mention there's a 1,000, I think there's two 1,000-kilometer races, which take about 6 hours. What's the point? That's my question. What's the point? And why don't we get a test course endurance race? I mean, we kind of do, actually. You can consider Like the Wind almost like an endurance race. I mean, I don't really. But Like the Wind is pretty long. It's practically an endurance race in itself. But it's only one standalone event. A standalone event. I remember getting all gold on Gran Turismo 3 licenses, except for it being relevant to clearing the game completely, is absolutely pointless, because other than the RX-8, literally every other single car that you win from the licenses can be obtained as prize cars somewhere else. I'm pretty sure that you can obtain a 350Z concept from the amateur Gran Turismo World Championship. You obtain the V12 Aston Martin Vanquish from the British GT Car Cup, which you probably end up doing the Vanquish to get another Vanquish, which is stupid. It's like doing the racing. It's like the SLK and TT race. They just make you do the races, and then you just get the car that you literally showed up to drive in. I don't get it. They do that too many times. Gran Turismo 3 likes to troll you with prize cars. The Vitz race, you get a Vitz. What? The Beetle, you did a race in the Beetle RSI, you got a Beetle RSI. What? I didn't pick the car to win the car, I just drove it. Thank you, I've been driving that car. There's only one Beetle Cup, so shouldn't they just give you a Beetle Cup car? It's so stupid. The whole prize car system in Gran Turismo 3 is almost stupid. You don't get a single good prize car in the Beginners League. Maybe you get there's an NSX you can win somewhere or something like that. There's not a single prize car that's good that I couldn't remember off the top of my head. And the worst thing is that it gets a bit better. I mean, it gets a bit better in Amateur Series, but in the Vitz race, all three of them, you can still win a Vitz. And I'm pretty sure in all three Vitz races, Jimmy Broadbent won a Vitz. The price. Not all of them, though, were. There was. You can win a Bugatti Veyron from one of the from like a Gran Turismo World Championship race, which isn't terrible in Gran Turismo 5, especially when you're playing with your mate. I can start racing now. When you're playing with your mate who thinks Bugatti is fastest car ever made, the fastest car known to humankind, you'll notice I have raining. I'll prove you the Mini's worth. The only reason I have TCS on is because the Mini, it's abysmal off the line. 0 to 20 takes a while, and if I don't have traction control system on, I just wheel spin, and then it takes even longer. The Mini may look like it's getting completely obliterated, and well, it is. But I will prove to you the Mini Cooper 1.3 liter I is a much better car than most people think. It's been underestimated heavily. And I love it so much that I'm probably faster on this track than Turtle regularly. That Clio Sport, so that Clio Sport 24 valve V6, Clio Sport V6 24 valve is running away from me. Thank you, CLK55 for the boosts. That's one thing you'll enjoy when you're driving a Mini is those competitors who aren't so peachy or so terrible that they just decide to ram into you. They give you there's nice guys who give you pushes. Oh, the Mini is flying. Does this prove the worth of the Mini to you? I'm only half a second behind the Clio. And this is, yes, this is pretty much fully upgraded, but this car is worth it. And you don't have to buy it. You just get it for free. And the best thing is you can take a Mini to the European Championship and come home with another one. I like how, though, you have really good prize cars for the amateur events give you better prize cars, but the intermediate events, I think, or like whatever it is, they give you better prize cars, but it works in a special way. It's either utter crap or really good prize car. Yeah, the Mini's quicker than you thought, isn't it? First place. Lord in heaven, that freaking Clio is just coming to kill me. I believed in the Mini, so I never gave up on it. It's not really as great it's not very great in the rally event, sadly, here, because of the huge rally cars, but that doesn't matter. It's much better in Gran Turismo 5 and 6, and you can give it almost 260 horsepower. I am leaving that Clio for dead. How far back is he now? I've got him pretty far back by now, I'd say. I also won. Well, I only won one race because I didn't bother to do the other two. No, I did bother. I did the wrong one, I think. On this car, you can win the FF races. I think they're a bit easier. On Wednesday, I'm not going to my grandma's house like I usually am, so I'll probably be able to be in the stream for a bit longer than I usually would. On Wednesdays, because Wednesdays I probably have to be on the stream a bit less because I'm with my grandma, so I don't want to spend the whole time watching a stream. Because then I'm like, oh, well, why are you at your grandma's house? Why did you just stay home? You're doing things you'll do at home. Why don't you stay at home instead of coming here? This Mini is not even in the best color. I feel like the dark blue and the black are better. And maybe I'll get lucky and get a Mini in a better color. Or maybe I'll even get an orange Mini. And I can use that Mini in events. Possibly. And I could possibly use that Mini, that orange Mini, as a special car. This is heavily tuned, but the reason it's so quick is even though it's making only 178 horsepower, it only weighs about 500 something kilograms, I think. Just under 600 kilograms. It weighs nothing, it's a flea. It's a plucky Brit, and it just keeps on churning out power. There's a real life version of one of these, pretty much that's tuned. It's got about 150 brake horsepower. Just 150 brake horsepower in a Mini Cooper like this. 5 seconds 0 to 60. That's how light these things are. You just put a tuned engine in it, it just goes. 1.3 seconds ahead of the Clio 24. I mean, obviously the Rome Endurance is a bit harder, or else I'd have done that in the Mini. But instead I picked Speedster, which I made too fast. Here we are, about to win a race in the Mini. I don't know if you can win them all, because there are some races that are a bit tough. I win by 1 second, a whole second, just completely obliterated the Clio. Take that. Mini Cooper 1.3i wins. Power of a Rover Mini Cooper. That should be enough proof. Well, that's good. I think I've proved the Mini Cooper enough today. I'll probably call the stream to an end because it's been quite a bit of a while, actually. How long have I been going for? Oh, I've been going over 2 hours. 2 hours is a bit much for me. Anyways, my commentators have left. Everybody is gone. And I'm just going to retire the championship and say, Mini Cooper's won it. It's on my channel if you want to see the Mini Cooper win this series against an even better opponent than a Clio, the Aston Martin, which is quicker. The only race I haven't won here is the Grand Valley one because I did win this in like a Opel or something like that. Or something like that. And I must have screwed that up really badly. But that is stream coming to an end. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm enjoying my prize car, which I said earlier. When I see this thing appear, I'm just seeing 500,000 credits obtained. Go to the garage to obtain them. Wait a minute, James. James has a version of. Oh yeah, he has that special edition. Tokyo Geneva. So he could just get 10 million credits immediately and just cheat the game off. But he's not going to do that because why? So there we go. That's the Esperante GTR1. I just want to race in a Mini. Why is there only one reverse taillight? Goodbye. I'm just going to save that race from the Mini Cooper, and that'll be the stream. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll probably be live later today for a roleplay Gran Turismo 4 Endurance. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye. I'll see you next time, which might be Thursday. I can't quite plan these streams out perfectly. Bye. Enjoy yourselves and take care.